All right. So, hi, good afternoon, Hong. Welcome to our class LMS BAP IELTS 4 class. Again, for this afternoon, I'll be your teacher, Miss Cha of Alaska English. So, before we dive into the lesson, can I ask, how are you? How are you today, Hong?
I'm fine, thanks.
Okay, good. So, all right. So, going back to the discussion that we had from last time. All right. So, if you could still remember, we were able to tackle different kinds of holidays. All right. So, in your own words, as for your homework, can you simply give me a recap? Okay. What is the meaning of holiday, by the way? What is a holiday? Mm,
In my opinion, holiday is a time you can relax or play with your family, return your hometown to meet the, fr- the family after long time no see.
all right. After you haven't seen each other, haven't you each if you haven't seen each other for a long time, all right? Though I know what you mean by long time no see, but actually when you say long time no see, it's an expression that we say, all right, when informally when when we see our friends or family member, long time no see, like that one. So anyway, so you have a very good description regarding what is holiday for you. How about if I ask you what are the different kinds of holiday that we tackled last time? And can you give me a short recap about it? At least 2 to 3 sentences. What do you understand in each type of holiday? Mm. What are the holidays that you've learned?
We learn uh, adventure holiday, kids
Okay.
holiday, language exchange, and city break.
All right. Now, I want you to identify those four. Mm. So we have a beach holiday.
Yes,
All right. You are right. We also have, excuse me, city breaks. You talk about what is a beach holiday for you. How will you define it?
big holiday. I think we have a holiday in the pit,
Okay, at the beach. And then,
and then we can swimming on the in the pit, or we can eat some fresh seafood. I
okay.
think
How about if you talk about the city breaks?
city place that like where the people live in hometown, and in holiday we go to uh, go to city to play, go shopping, or go somewhere. Yes.
Okay, all right, that is right. So those are some of the activity, right? Also having like some sort of different culture visit or visiting into some of popular places in that city. All right. How about what do you mean? What is your understanding about adventure holidays?
Adventure holiday. In the holiday, we will have some adventure uh, game, like adventure thing like camping, rafting, and we will do it with friend or family.
All right.
Or
So
we can
yes,
go picnic.
okay, you are right. When we talk about adventure, it's something that is thrilling, exciting, right? So it requires some different kinds of activities, all right, that you can have for friends or family. How about language exchange? What do you understand about it?
Language exchange. And if we want to go some other country like China, Japan. In the holiday, we will uh, learn some language to help us uh, travel to some country, other
Uh,
country.
all right. So what are the activities that you can do here?
I think language exchange we uh, stay with family and study new language.
All right. So in here, so it deals with, it could also be like you're right. You can stay in a host family. That's the term that we are discussing because, in any specific part of the world, because you are about to learn a specific language. What makes this unique? Of course, you stay on that family, and then, of course, you will also be able to try traditional food, because you are going to learn not just the language, but the culture itself, right? For example, I'll be going to Vietnam. So I want to learn Vietnamese. So it's impossible for me to adopt the Vietnamese language if I have zero idea with the culture. So I need to explore the food, what makes your food unique from my country, some of the things like that. So it's like you are also dealing with how a certain person who lived there lived normally. So you need to live that too. For example, me as a Filipino, I need to learn how a Vietnamese person, all right, live in a day. What are the foods, and also visiting local attraction and able for you to understand not just simply the language, but the culture itself. All right, very good. So actually, this is the four main highlight of the topic last week, but we were also able to explore some other experiences or some other holidays. Can you name the can you name all the 8 holidays that we have in an activity?
Yes. While I experience the fun family holiday, see delicious food house, the
Tours.
adventure
Tours.
tour,
Mm.
the adventure holiday, the big escape, app language exchange, the challenge experience,
And
hack city break.
all right. So again, how about you? Again, which among the following holidays you find very interesting and something that you find very boring?
In my opinion, I find big escape is interesting because we can because if for uh, people is simple want to relax, we
Yeah.
can we can go to the beach to swimming or eat some delicious local food and watch the sunset.
Oh, yeah. And how about something that you hate or you find boring?
In my opinion, I find dessert food house is boring because we only trying new food in the holidays.
So it's not it's for you, you find it boring because you're just going to deal all of the food and that's it. Okay, all right. So with that one, thank you for sharing your thoughts. As what I'm saying also last time, we cannot define a specific perfect holiday. It is simply because, as what I've said last time, we have different interests, we have different opinion in a certain activity, we have different personality. How about me? For example, I the only thing that makes me happy is eating. So for me, this probably the best holiday, but not in your case. So do you get what I mean? So we cannot say, all right. So thank you for highlighting in my opinion. Okay, that is very good because you are not generalizing. You're just seeking or you are expressing your own idea. So that's a good thing. So in here, so moving into, let's have a short recap. Mm. How about let's have a simple review about that. Read and answer the question. Number 1.
Number one, you can do lots of activity like cycling or horse riding on a An adventure holiday.
Mm.
Number two, my friends want to go on a language exchange, but I don't enjoy relaxing or
Actually, this is not relaxing all the time. It's something to deal with your favorite holiday. Mm.
a family holiday.
This is my friends want to go on a beach holiday, but I don't enjoy relaxing all the time. So you said a while ago you want to go to the beach just for relax. In his opinion, he doesn't want to stay here because he doesn't want to just relax. Okay. How about number three?
Number three, we went on a language, a city break to Paris.
Mm, all right. It was interesting to visit all the museum. Number four.
My sister is going on a family holiday,
Is it a family holiday? Analyze the sentence.
uh, a language exchange.
A language exchange. So what's your clue there? Your clue there or your helping word or helping with this one, your helping or guideline is this clue. Host family. We just have a host family when we are dealing with language exchange program or holiday. Number five, last one.
I went on a family holiday with my parents and we came by a lake.
All right, a family holiday. Your clue there is bome, right? Your parents. Now, how about in number two? Will you able to differentiate? Okay, what are the activities that we talk about, or you, which do you think, all right, are applicable in certain holidays? What do you think are the best activities to do? All right, if we are having a city break. Mm,
The best activity on city press,
yes. Which do you think?
see local attractions,
Okay, that is right.
go on cultural
Go on
visit,
go on cultural visits. That is also correct.
try traditional food,
Try traditional food and
see famous buildings.
see famous buildings. All right, Roy, how about in an adventure holiday? What are the activities that you can suggest?
Go horse riding,
Okay, of course, something that is thrilling, all right? Go horse riding,
go on cycling tours,
tours, go on cycling tours,
go mountain climbing,
climbing, silent B. Or remember, we don't pronounce letter B. Climbing, not climbing. Okay, climbing. And last one.
I think it all.
All right, that's all for your opinion. So, actually, in city break, you could also share this one, right? On a city break. Go on. I forgot to put that one. How about in a beach holiday?
Visit water pass
Visit water park and
and visit pit resorts.
all right. And last one, language exchange program.
Uh, language exchange, stay with her family.
How about this? We have one remaining. It says go shopping.
So shopping, I think, is in city break.
Yes, on a city break too. Okay, so with that, that's the summary of the lesson that we've got last time. Now, another situational. Hmm. Complete the sentences using the holiday activities in the box. We often blank in the airport where you can buy things more cheaply.
We often go shopping in the airport where you can buy things more cheaply.
All right. Number two, when I visit,
When I visit my aunt,
mm,
we often
you have clue there.
go horse riding
Okay. All right.
in
Correct.
the countryside. I love it.
Yes. Animals, that's your clue. So horse riding. Let's do number three.
Number three, you can visit with a past like a 9th century castle in my town.
Mm. Ninth century castle in my town. What can you say about that? Ninth century castle, meaning something that is historical already. So meaning that is to visit what?
Visit local attraction.
Local attraction. Okay? So with this one you could also hit the message, or what is the word, by simply digging deeper on the phrases that we had on the example. How about number four?
Families like to stay with a hot family when the weather is hot so they can cool down.
Mm. Are you sure? You have a clue.
Visit with a pass.
Okay, see? So weather is hot, they can cool down. So this is visit water park. Okay. How about the next number? Let's do number four.
You can go on the trip by coach to the countryside from the city.
All right. So you can, what's your
Go
answer?
on the trip. Go on the trip.
Yes, go on day trips. So by couch to the countryside from the city. Number six. It is often cheaper to blank in their own home than in a
I
hotel.
think it is often cheaper to stay with a whole family in
Yeah,
the out home than in a hotel.
exactly. Number seven.
If they are fit, a good way to see more of a country to go on cycling tour.
Tour. Okay, go on cycling tour. Next number, please. Number eight.
You should don't go mountain climbing alone, as it can be dangerous sport.
All right. A dangerous sport, right? So how about number nine?
When you go on a go to visit in a city, you have the chance to see museum and art gallery. Yeah.
Art galleries. So that's the clue. Cultural visit deals with museum and art galleries. Number 10.
If you visit the beach resort, you can enjoy being by the sea and do a variety of activities like surfing and water skiing.
All right. So that's the summary for this activity. Moving into here, how about this? Complete the sentences using the words in the box. All right. I have here some sort of helpful phrases or adjectives that will describe a certain word in each number. So what you're going to do, I want you to analyze first. I'll be giving you a minute. Analyze each paragraph or each sentences, enable for you to come up with the correct answer. So I'll be giving you a minute and analyze what are the correct words in the phrases. Tell me when you're ready.
I think I'm ready.
Let's give it a try. Number one,
The USA is a very popular country to visit. Last year, it had over a million visitors.
visitors. All right. Number two,
I think that is more interesting to go on holiday with friends than with family because friends are interested in doing similar activities.
all right. What do we mean by similar? Mm. Actually, the answer in number two is not interesting. So what makes you feel if your friends are doing the same thing? It is
Fun.
fun, right? Number three.
I would prefer to see animals in the local environment than in a zoo.
Another term. Local refers into, like your country. Local. So a zoo is man-made. What is the opposite of man-made? When you say man-made, meaning it's industrialized already. So people are the ones who created that environment. So in here,
Natural.
natural. Yeah. How about in number four? Give it a try. Natural.
If you go on a language exchange program, you can learn a lot about the interesting
What did you
array
what did you say about what did you just said a while ago? What is the word that you described number three?
about the interesting
Another. It talks about, I said a while ago, it talks about your country.
framework,
The low.
local array where the whole family.
Okay, you will be able to learn about the local area, right? Because again, you are dealing with the family, not just to learn the language, but also the culture. Local, meaning the place where you're going to stay. So, but when I say local, for example, Locally made. For example, you're going to see this locally made. It's like meaning it talks about only your country. All right. But of course, when we say internationally, okay, from the word itself, you know that we are referring into different parts of the world. Okay. So that's the difference between local and international. How about in number six?
A lot of people like go to the beach for holiday, but I find it boring.
Yeah. Number six.
I prefer to do cultural activity on holiday, like visiting museum and art gallery than to spend all my time on the beach
What makes you think that the answer is cultural?
because
What's your
it's some
clue?
active visiting museum and art gallery.
Yes, that's your hint. Okay, good. How about in number seven? Barcelona. Mm,
But Barcelona had a lot of traditional building.
try again.
Barcelona had a lot of famous buildings. Many of them were designed by the artist Anthony Gaudí.
All right. So we have the artist Gaudi or Gaudi. All right. So what is going to be the reason if he is like, for example, a famous artist? So what makes these buildings unique?
Interesting.
Interesting, right? Because it will leave you a question. By the way, who is Anthony Gaudi? Who is Anthony Gaudi or Gaudi? So in here, the first one you're going to establish is you're getting more interesting. You want to learn more about him because there's a phrase that you can understand an artist if you know them or you have an idea already. For example, let's talk about um, a natural writer in English, Edgar Allan Poe. All right, or for example, there are also one of the famous writings of him and some other artists. You will observe that the way they write will also relate on their life. If they're writing something that is tragic, something that is something that is always happy about family, so you can understand it. The same with the book, it's similar with a certain painting or a certain creation of someone. You may understand, oh, he loved French design or something. He is interested in Asian culture. So you'll understand it because you'll find that very interesting to someone. How about in number eight?
On the last night of my holiday, I ate the most delicious meal in a restaurant by the sea.
Okay, of course. Your word is delicious, and your clue there is our verb eight. Okay, what is something that you can eat? How can you describe the food, right? Ngon. Delicious. Number nine.
The Eiffel Tower is the most famous building in Paris. People all over the world know that it looks like.
Know what it looks like. The Eiffel Tower. So you are right. An Eiffel Tower is the most famous, very popular. How about number 10?
I love to eat traditional food.
Mm.
When
When?
I go on holiday, I don't always like it, but it is fun to try it.
All right, impressive. So that's a good one. Perfect. Now moving into here, what we're going to do next is you're going to listen into a certain material. what you're going to do is you're going to make use of or may hear regarding an interview task. Okay. So first, what do we mean by interview? What is your understanding about interview? What do we mean by that? Interview. What is the meaning of interview?
I know the meaning in Vietnamese, but I don't know how to explain.
How you don't know how to explain. All right. So actually when we say with this one, it's like you are holding, of course, it's like actually hold an interview, right? It's like with this one you tend to ask question to someone what they have experienced, all right? So it's like you are asking some question. So in here there's a guideline in unit 7. It says in here you are going to listen to a radio interview with a student called Anna, who has recently taken part in a summer cultural exchange program. First, look at the example question and the answer option and read the bullet box. Then, listen to part 1 of the interview. Okay? So, also in here, there is a tip. It says in some listening exam task, you may be asked to listen to an interview. All right? In this task, you should Hong, please read number 1. Number 1 rule. I-
In
Identify.
identify the keywords in the question or statement.
This one is key. Keywords.
Keywords.
All right. 2.
Identify keywords in the three multi
Multiple.
choice.
3. Multiple choice. This one, multiple. It's like a lot of option. Multiple choice. Okay. How about
Yes.
this one?
For the option, you may hear all the keyword, but only one answer the question or complete the statement.
All right. Of course, when we are referring to multiple choice, if you could still remember why what I explained regarding distractions, of course, we make use of distraction to fully check if someone understood that certain topic. And lastly,
Remember that you may also not hear the exact word that you see in the question or option.
all right, of course, the thing that we did last time, we don't rely on the information itself that we had from the article. We make use also by making use of paraphrasing or reading between the lines. Now, in here, you're going to listen into an activity. Okay, and I am also, while you're listening, give me a minute. I'm also going to the comfort room. Okay, but first, let me leave you the audio clip. Okay, let's record first.
Track 7, Part 2. Where did you stay on your summer cultural exchange program?
I stayed with a host family in a small village just outside the city of Seville. Most people in the city live in apartments, but my host family lived in a big house. The family had a daughter who was my age called Carmen, so we had lots of fun together. We also visited Carmen's grandparents, who live on a farm in the countryside. As I love animals, it was a really good experience for me.
How wonderful. How long are exchange programs usually?
Well, most of the language exchange programs last for 2 weeks, but the sports and music exchange programs last for 4 weeks. If you go on a language exchange program in August, you can go for 3 weeks because it's the school holidays. I went on a language exchange to Spain in July, so I could only stay for 2 weeks, unfortunately.
Who can take part in the program?
Well, there are some age requirements for the program. You must be over the age of 14 to take part in the language exchange program and 16 for the sports and music exchange program. If you want to take part in the sports and music exchange program, you have to be on a school sports team or play in the school orchestra. You can only take part in the language exchange program if you study French or Spanish.
I see. So, would you recommend this program to other students?
Yes, definitely. I had a great time staying with Carmen and her family. I felt a bit homesick when I first arrived, but they were so friendly and welcoming. Carmen spoke really good English, so I was worried that I wouldn't improve my Spanish, but I always tried to speak Spanish with her parents. My language skills have improved a little bit, but I think that it's better to stay for 3 weeks because you have more time to practice the language.
The whole program sounds really interesting, Anna. Thank you for telling us about it.
All right, so that's the audio clip that we had for this afternoon. With this one, it says in here, take a look at our example. Why did Anna decide to go on a language exchange program in Spain? So we have three options. So she is good at sports, she studies Spanish and not French. She wanted to go somewhere new. So according to our material, the answer here is letter C. So let's analyze. So what makes it the answer? All right. What makes this certain question, all right, with this certain answer? Now let's talk about this one. Can you read this one for me? Hung, please read.
Well, students can travel to France or Spain on a language exchange or to the USA on a sports or music exchange. I didn't go to the USA because I am I'm, I'm
I'm
not
not very
very
good.
good at sports. However, I studied French and Spanish at school, so I had two options. I have been to France before, so I decided to go to Spain in,
Instead,
instead.
this one is decided. Id. Okay, with this one. So, what makes you think? What is the idea? What makes you think that this is the correct answer based on the highlighted words?
Uh,
So the answer is the yellow highlighted words. So what makes the answer, all right, stronger? I mean, as the exact answer based on the highlighted words.
in the answer I
Mm,
see good at sport, but it thought she thought she not very good at sport.
okay. And then, how about letter B? Why not letter B?
B, she studies Spanish and not French, but she studies French and Spanish at school.
All right, good. So it's good that you don't just, know the answer. It is also like, critical thinking. It's also good that you know how to explain. All right, good. So in there, study French and Spain, not Spanish alone, and good at sports, which is not very good at it. So of course, we are using this phrase to talk about something that you are not so confident. It's not literally you have zero idea about something, but you cannot just say that this thing is quite easy for you. You could also use this not just on sports, but also on school subjects, right? I'm good at I'm good at Vietnamese, but I'm not very good at English. Or I'm good at English, I'm not very good in Spanish. All right. We use this phrase, all right, to express something that you have an idea, but you are not confidently enough that you can do the best of it, you know? So, you're just not find this very easy. So you could use this phrase, I'm not very good at. You can use in sports or school subject or anything that related to skill. I'm good at cooking. I'm not very good in tell a certain activity. Okay? I'm not very good in, for example, I'm not very good in drawing. Okay? So you could also share this one. This phrase, ability, school subject, or sports. Now, how about with this one? We are going to answer this question. All right. So in lesson two, all right, part two of the radio interview, and with this one, answer the question for each question. Use or choose the correct answer in A, B, or C. Mm, okay. So where it says here, where did Anna's host family live?
In a house.
In a, sorry.
In a house.
In a house. Good. How about number two? How long did Anna stay with her host family?
For which?
Are you sure?
I don't know.
All right. Okay. With this one, we are going to take a look. Two, three, four, and five. See, how long did Anna stay with her host family? How old do students have to be take part in to the language exchange program? Number four, students can go on a language exchange program if. And then number five, Anna thinks that her Spanish. Okay, so with this, it will serve as your homework. I'll be sending you this one and I'll be sending you the audio clip because we don't have much time. All right, in here, we are going to continue this on Saturday, but in this one right here, we could also fully understanding regarding adding more detail and giving reasons. We are going to um, talk about what is the difference between as, so, and because. All right. So, of course, you can also have an advanced reading about it. So, as, so, and because, and then after that, we are going to tackle with this one. We are going to make use or find the reason which among the three words, all right, come before the reason, which among the three words come before the result. Okay. So, we're going to answer the question in number 11. All right. So with this one, so again, sadly, we don't have much time left. Okay. So this is going to be our activity for Saturday. And again, since we haven't finished the reading material, what you're going to do is still don't forget your homework, simple past and past simple, because that is connected to your next activity. Roy?
Yeah.
Sadly, it's time for me to say goodbye. So that's going to be all for this evening. All right. Take note, I'll be sending the material. So prepare. That's going to be all. Tambiet and have a good night. Goodbye, Hung.
Goodbye, teacher.
Have a good night.